That's right. We are at a threat index of 1, mainly just a nuisance category. We're not talking about a lot of snow. This is a minor snowfall, even by the best of standards, but it will make things slippery at times. So be aware if you're heading out this morning early, especially before the sun comes up. It is going to be a slippery go at it, not just because snow is falling, but on top of that, we also had a light area of ice that came through, some freezing rain, and you can still kind of see a little bit of that showing up on the radar, but this line actually extends all the way out through our eastern counties. So as that line pushes through, it's going to be mostly rain, but it's falling into freezing air, and at the surface, a little bit of a light sheen of ice. On top of that, the snow is falling, but notice how it's coming in spurts. You get one little spot here and then some clearing, another little spot here and then some clearing, and then this is the main line behind it. So once this clears us by the late morning, we're out of it, and that's it. So it's not going to be a big snowfall, but it is going to be enough to cause maybe a little bit of slip on the roads out there. Line coming through, it's going to be here by the end of the morning, and then after that, maybe a few flakes by the late afternoon, getting through some of our southeastern counties. But look what's already happening. Right before the sun goes down, we're already getting some sunshine. This is a quick hit, and it's already got some high pressure, some strong high pressure behind it, and that's why the clouds go away. Now, that's good for the afternoon because it's going to melt off whatever accumulates, whatever's left. But overnight, that's going to let the temperatures plummet. And we are talking about a very, very cold start to Sunday. On top of that, cloud coverage increases as the next system works through, and we could even be talking about another rain-snow mix as we get into Monday. We're not quite finished with this pattern yet. It's coming quick, but it's still going to last at least until the beginning of next week. So just for today, what we are expecting, broad range, 64 up to Cincinnati and down to about the Cumberland Parkway. You're in that 1 to 2. And honestly, most of this is going to be around the 1 or even less than 1. That 2 is for isolated spots. The heaviest of the snow showers may bring you 2. As the sun comes up, the main line is going to basically be right around this area, so it's going to be too warm for much to collect, maybe a few tenths of an inch at best. That 1 to 3 is basically down here in the Cumberland Plateau. You got to be high up in elevation. Pine Mountain, Black Mountain, those are the only areas that may get above that too, but it's going to be a stretch. So a winter weather advisory, that's this purple for everybody on the map except for obviously far northern counties and far southern counties, but you can imagine that pretty much everybody has a chance to see something today. That goes until 10 o'clock this morning. Now, a freeze warning, because remember the clearing overnight tonight and temperatures are going to drop down. It's going to be a hard freeze, and we're talking about everybody in the state. Until 10 o'clock Sunday morning, we'll have those very, very cold temperatures. Let's talk about April snow. This is how rare it is. These are our top 10 snowfalls in all of April. I'm talking about the entire month. We're not talking about one day. But we're expecting anywhere between 1 and 2 primarily, so let's just say 1.5, just to kind of round everything out. That would put us tied with both the 1996 and 1904, the 8th highest snowfall in April history, and that's just in one day that we are expecting it. Average last dates for snowfall, Trace, which is less than 1/10 of an inch, April 7th, today. So it's not out of the question, but we are expecting measurable snowfall today, above 1/10 of an inch, and the last measurable by average is usually around the end of March. So we are well past that point. Either way, it's rare to see snow this late, but it does happen occasionally. Well, we are tracking after this with one little hit Monday with the rain-snow mix possible, but after that, welcome back spring, upper 60s, low 70s by the end of the week. More news after the break.